Alright guys, this video is going to try to help the scientific community understand mental illness and help people who do not have mental illness understand mental illness too. So I'm going to start off with schizophrenia. The term comes from the Greek origin and it means a split mind. So it basically means your mind being split into two separate entities. And so to understand that concept within a human construct, if you have never experienced mental illness, I'm going to try to explain it for you in the concept of the consciousness and the conscience. So the consciousness is supposedly the entity of yourself that experiences reality through your human body and its senses. So when you look yourself in the mirror, the person you see through your human vessel is your consciousness and knowledge in yourself. And within your mind, the consciousness exists and the conscience also exists. And so the fact that the consciousness and the conscience exists within your mind, it means there's two entities within your mind. And because there's two entities within your mind, it means it's also possible for those two entities to split or those two entities to be awakened at the same time. And so based on the design of the conscience, the fact that it questions your motive, it questions your actions, it questions your thoughts. Based on that design, the conscience was most likely designed to oversee the consciousness and to make sure the consciousness acts in a healthy manner that is healthy for itself and the people around it and the people within the society. So the conscience was most likely designed to guide the consciousness on a selfless, a more compassionate, and a more kind of path through its action, deeds, thoughts, and behaviors. And so that's based on that concept. The conscience it was most likely designed to oversee our consciousness in its daily actions, daily thought process, daily routine, daily behavior. And so when people do something wrong or something questionable, at times there's like a forceless inclination or instinct that question our motive and question your actions within your mind. That forceless instinct is the conscience questioning your consciousness and its motive based off what you just did within the physical reality. So just based off that concept, the conscience and the consciousness both exist within your mind at the same time. But because we live in a capitalistic society where money has a lot of wealth, people have to find ways to silence the conscience, because or else the conscience will just keep questioning the motive every single day, every single minute, every single hour. So people have to find valid and rational reasons to justify their actions and their deeds and their thoughts and their behavior. And so an example of this would be you going to the store and a homeless guy asking you for some couple dollars and you refusing to give him a couple dollars. From your perspective, your consciousness might justify that unkind nature or that unkind act by saying that if I gave that homeless guy a couple dollars, he might use it for liquor or for drugs. And so me giving him a couple dollars is unhealthy for him. And so once your consciousness make that rational argument, your conscience will most likely silence itself because it really cannot argue anything beyond that. And so based on the design of our society right now, human beings have a lot of reasons to justify the actions and the deeds and the thoughts. And because they have a lot of reasons to justify it within their own mind, they are able to keep doing the same routine over and over again, and their conscience supposedly do not question them over and over and over again, question their actions over and over and over again. And because money is so valuable within our society that you really cannot make a living or take care of yourself or maintain proper health without it, Money also have given human beings reasons to justify their actions and their deeds and their thoughts, even religious people. So some religious people are unable to go to church on Sunday because they have to go to work to make money to survive and pay the bills. So their consciousness would justify not going to church on Sunday because they have to work. That's a valid reason within our current society. And so, because of valid reasons within our current society, even religious people are not able to live in accordance with their religious doctrine, even if they wanted to at times, because there are other things is in the way and blocking them from doing that. And so, within our modern society, most people rarely do not have interaction with the conscience anymore because they already have developed valid reasons and valid excuses to justify the actions, their daily action, deeds, and thoughts. And because they have developed those reasons to justify the action, deeds, and thoughts, the conscience really do not interact with them on a daily basis too much, unless something very drastic happens, and then the conscience have to question them again. And so, mental illness, the concept of schizophrenia is exactly like that. But within a schizophrenic mind, the conscience is fully awakened. So your consciousness is fully awakened, and your conscience is fully awakened. And a fully awakened conscience do not keep quiet. It questions every motive, every actions, every thought you do over and over again. And it questions everything you have done in your past over and over and over again. And it questions all your desires, your biggest dreams, your biggest goal over and over and over again. And so people that have mental illness, when they first start to experience that phenomenon, they really do not have any concept to attach to understand it or to try to like grasp it. So within the mind, they all feel like something is within the mind that is supposedly trying to hurt them or trying to harm them or trying to kill them or trying to destroy them or trying to like oppress them. And so, and they feel that way because the awakened conscience forces their consciousness to acknowledge that there is two entities within the mind. And once consciousness acknowledges there's two entities within its mind, and it doesn't have any sense of privacy anymore, all its thoughts is supposedly being overseen, all its thought is